That's what it was. It would be like, yo, you know what? We could go and make this song better. Or yo, we gotta mix this down. Like I went through everything, bro.
That's fresh. So what happens after the EOW training camp?
Uh, I'm in front of training camp, and that's when I got into a cipher called "What's Really Hood" DVD. Rest in peace, Fred the God. Math was there. Was a lot of like MCs on the come up at the time. And I jumped in the cipher. I ended up being on the intro of the DVD. But there's a dude that pulled me to the side that night and was like, yo, I like your flow. He was like, yo, you ever did Fight Club? And I'm like, nah, I never did Fight Club. He's like, yo, we filming season 2, and he sent me an invite. And that's when I went to battle, like officially. I had battled in my hood here and there, but when I went to Fight Club and I knew it was on MTV2, I was like, okay, cool. Boom, I jumped on it. I battled like 5, 6 dudes that day, smoked
Yes,
them.
that's
I ended
usually
up
how it
battling.
goes.
Yeah, I battled Jag. That's down with Cassidy, Larceny, and them. I battled Jag. Hollow was there. A lot of Zay was there. A lot of Zay's brother Lance. I ended up battling. Jay Focus was there. There's a couple of people. So from there, I
Yeah,
would
I
see
battled
them
J
for a couple
Focus too.
weeks. Yeah, yeah. We battled. We go for a couple weeks, and
That's
then
the circuit back then. We all used to like if you were really hungry and you really wanted it and you were around and you was
yeah.
outside like that, you were bumping into the same people and we were all essentially on the same grind.
Now
And
Jay Focus is the most important thing here because I knew Jay, right?
mhm,
Familiar with him. Cool. The season never comes out on MTV2. Everything just falls to shit. All right, cool.
mhm.
A year passes, and my homegirl AD the General, rest in peace, AD the General. She used to do showcases too, and she was Latin, and she calls me and she's like, "Yo, Cole, you said you did all that battle Fight Club shit and all that, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, I signed you up for a Vlad battle at 5 Beats. It's a DJ Vlad Butcher battle, and it's at not 5 beat Fat Beats. And I'm like, when? And she's like, tomorrow. So I'm like, yo, how you do that? How you just sign me up for some battle shit? She's like, yo, call out of work, do whatever you gotta do, man. I believe in you. You need to be there. Click. So I'm like, fuck, man, how the fuck I'm gonna do this? Like, I gotta memorize these verses. It's like a lot of verses. I go to work. I was gonna dub it, and then in the middle of the job, I was just like, yo, fuck it, I'm out. Boom, I left. I went. I battled 10 dudes there. It's DJ Vlad. He's doing a butcher battle. So I'm battling for his shit. And then I ended up battling Jay Focus that day. And I smoked Jay Focus. Smoke him. I make it to the finals and I battle Cyanide. And Cyanide, I beat him the first round and I run out of written rhymes and I don't know how to freestyle. Cyanide freestyles the second round. Cyanide freestyles the third round. But the judges knew that I was better, so they said we got to see one more. And in my head, I'm like, fuck, I don't got no more verses. Like I'm trying to freestyle, I choke. He freestyles, he gets through it. He technically wins the tournament, but it was clear that I was the better rapper. So I'm I'm mad about it. Whatever, cool, boom. A year passes by from that, and Jay Focus becomes the 106 in Park champion.
Mhm.
So everybody's Googling Jay Focus. When you Google him, somebody recorded on a little flip phone me versus Jay Focus that day. None of the other battles got filmed. It was like 20 battles that happened that day. The only battle that got filmed was me versus Jay Focus on a camera phone. Wild, blurry, mad, staticky, all that. But it's online. I didn't know it was online. I didn't know what YouTube was. This is like 2007, 2008. So
Yeah.
no, 2007. So my MySpace, it starts getting lit. People start hitting my MySpace. I'm like, yo, why is everybody? Yo, I saw your battle. Yo, I saw your battle. Yo, I saw your battle. Yo, you're pretty dope. I'm like, what is this? And then I realized, oh shit, the J Focus shit is out. All right, but why is it getting so many views? Then I watch 106 in Park that Friday, and I see who the champion is. And I'm like, oh, I smoked this nigga already. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, okay. And what happened is Direct went to New York City to meet J Focus, and Direct asked him about grind time and wanted to bring him in, and then said, by any chance, do you have that kid Cortez number also? Because he's dope. And J Focus says, yeah, here, and gives him my number. My number never changed. It's the same number I got now, Dutch.
Yeah.
He gave him that number. Direct calling me. I keep seeing this number from Orlando. I'm dubbing the phone. What's this? I don't pick up calls I know. After a while, I pick it up after a couple of days. I'm like, yo, this person keep calling me. And it's Direct. And he says, yo, I got this thing. It's called Grind Time. I want you to battle Complex. It's going to be on Worldstarhiphop. Blah, blah, blah. This is a great opportunity for you. I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. I was like, all right, man, I'll go. Went there with verses I already had. And when it hit Worldstar, everything took off. Within a year, I end up battling Ice. URL starts, and everything just went crazy.
That's a lot. I feel like that was a really concise way to pack in a lot of the things that leads to the stuff that's probably really easy to find on YouTube, given the time frame I understand we have.
Oh yeah, that battle's still out and all that. Yeah.
No, but that's like cool. It's cool the way that your whole life does have all these sequences that you almost have mapped out, ready to go, that you can break down like that, which I also appreciate because it makes it like interesting to think about the different phases and how they evolve and blend into each other at each significant moment. So I just thank you for sharing all that with us. And